I'm Ash Saini. I'm the General Manager for Lebara Mobile Australia, and I've been fortunate to be in the role for 9 years, and we've most recently been purchased by Vodafone in 2016, so Lebara Australia has a unique perspective of being both an MVNO partner through a wholesale relationship prior to 2016, and subsequent to 2016 we've been fully owned by Vodafone Australia. Okay, at the moment we're seeing the greatest opportunities for growth in MVNOs in the Asian region, and also I understand Africa and in the Middle East. Whilst I'm based in the Australian market, I still believe there's immense opportunity in the Australian market as we go to the next wave of growth that is going to occur with the advent of IoT devices, as customers have more than one device per person. Traditionally we've just got one SIM card per handset or one device per customer, and I think we'll see that advent occur, and I'm sure that in those developing markets where we're seeing high levels of growth, we'll probably see that pace of change occurring at an even more rapid rate. The main impact of consolidation of the MVNO market in the past year has been a greater penetration of customers who are deemed to be highly valuable. So there's been a huge focus on all the MVNOs and MNOs collectively to chase customers that are loyal to their carriers, that spend well and drive obviously good business results. So in order to address that market, MVNOs have been forced to step up and improve the customer services quite substantially. Digitalisation has been a key theme, in other words giving customers all the toolkit within via an app or M-Site or live chat to be able to solve and manage all their issues, and also make them feel like they're in control. So Lebara Australia has taken an innovative approach and worked on two initiatives, one being longer term vouchers where you can buy 180-day vouchers for substantial discounts over a 30-day voucher, and second of all, data rollover. So any unused data is submitted into a data bank and can be utilised in a future period at the customer's discretion. There are new technologies in the MVNO system are driving a lot of change. Those changes are effectively leading to what I alluded to previously around customer experiences. So the technologies are key enablers to allow customers to have all the toolkit, to have visual representations of, say, their data usage, which is the key inclusion, and also have the flexibility to understand and to manage their SIM cards. So, for example, I've travelled from Australia, and having the toolkit available so I can make those, buy those packs and bundles, understand them and travel and have them work is a key element, and the amount of technology both on the front end that the customer directly touches and also the back end to ensure it's a seamless transition has created a much richer customer experience, and it's certainly making it easier to use what I would define as a significantly more complex product than only a few years ago. So all those technologies are working away to deliver the best customer experience. My key takeaways from the MVNO Congress 2019 have been around trying to look at new revenue opportunities. I think in the past, traditionally, we've looked towards very different verticals like fintech and perhaps energy. I see the tempo this year is in line with the thinking of my team, which is around looking at verticals like insurances, perhaps in terms of handsets, and looking at the more obvious verticals that more complement, I suppose, the traditional telco. So that's been a single takeaway. The other takeaway has been the digitalisation of MVNOs, and basically that it's not simply the domain of just new online carriers, that the more traditional MVNO that operates in the bricks and mortar has equal amount of upside potential for deploying a very robust digital strategy. So I've thoroughly enjoyed the event, and I'm sure I'll pick up many more ideas and practices that I can deploy in my own business. This event is very important to my business because it allows me to connect with very similar businesses in both my region and globally. The Australian market is seen as being a very mature market, but however the European market I think is even more advanced and has more competitive intensity. So we often turn to Europe and look for how very similar operators as ourselves with similar size, scales and market challenges have basically addressed very similar problems and issues, and this event allows us to connect with those partners, work through some of the issues, ascertain what has worked and what hasn't worked, And the second element has been working through and catching up with current business partnerships that we have with already providers who may be sponsors of the event, and also talking to potential new partners who may be able to assist us in our journey of improving customer services and evolving our business model for the next horizon.